Thank you for registering for the Waking Up in the World online event. We're so excited you'll be joining us. Rest assured, in just a few minutes, all the details will be delivered to your inbox.
Because you've registered, you'll be able to watch all of the sessions for free when they broadcast, and they'll remain available for 24 hours following each session.
Our goal for Waking Up in the World is to activate your compassion, to develop new capacities, and inspire you to take action into the world for whatever life is asking of you.
There's so much being offered in this free online event. We've gathered over 30 social visionaries and spiritual teachers for some of the best trainings available. And for a limited time, you can purchase the entire online event. It includes recordings, transcripts, and speaker bonuses.
What I appreciate about the upgrade package is that you get to own this for a lifetime. Instead of trying to figure out how to watch this event over a 10-day period, you get to have these materials, these videos, these transcripts, these bonus materials, and even the MP3 files to listen to whenever you want.
Lots of people are trying to navigate life in a world that feels painful and hostile right now. It's like it's unraveling in front of our eyes and revealing the worst that's in us. We have to find a way to live in this world together.
And it is so terrific that this series is going to reach upwards of 100,000 people. This is a time when we are coming together as a sounds true community to express our hearts, to express the love, really, that is upwelling in us, that can't be stopped, that will contribute to the upliftment and healing of our world.
When you purchase the upgrade package, you'll get lifetime access to downloadable recordings from the most inspiring social visionaries and spiritual teachers of our time, including Van Jones, Eve Ensler, Eckhart Tolle, Glennon Doyle, and Prince E.A.
Not only do you get access to all these incredible materials, but you're helping to support the Sounds True Foundation, because 100% of the profits from this event go towards funding a whole new generation of mindfulness teachers. So people from, social justice or the environmental movement or education, any of these people that are doing great work, we're going to be bringing them in and training them as mindfulness teachers to go back into the world. So thank you so much for supporting that effort.
The Waking Up in the World online event extends a deeply personal invitation into a whole new way of being, one that is fueled by compassion and courage and loving action.
We look forward to seeing you at the Waking Up in the World online event.
There's a lot of misunderstandings about letting go of blame, letting go of resentment. And one of them is, does that mean we're condoning harmful behavior? So just from the get-go to say, when we forgive someone, we're no way saying what you did's okay. We're not saying that we'll let the behavior continue. You can forgive and create all the boundaries you need. You can forgive a friend for betraying you and yet create, decide you're no longer going to share what's private. You can forgive an ex-partner for emotional abuse, but decide never to be around them when alone. Social activists, especially after I wrote Radical Acceptance, they were saying, well, how can we accept things? How can we forgive and put down blame? Isn't that going to just let all the harmful behaviors continue? What about racism? What about our environment? I remember being on book tour and having those questions, and our country had America had just attacked Iraq. It was 2003. And I shared how I worked with blame around that, because I was feeling a huge amount of blame. I would read the newspapers and feel livid at those in the administration and this country in America who were the hawks going for war. And And I was filled with blame. And so my process was, and I called it a newspaper meditation, was I would stop reading the paper and I'd sense the stories of blame, and I'd ask the question I asked you, well, if I couldn't blame, what would I have to feel? And immediately I could feel the anger, but underneath the anger, I felt fear. I mean, I was afraid we'd go to war, and then that would be just creating cycles of violence that would be, incredibly harmful to the world. And then I opened to that fear, and underneath that was some grieving of all the lives, all the suffering, all the loss. And then I kept opening, and underneath that was this care about the beings that would suffer because of the warlike movement that we were in. And I remember that how much it helped me to then, when I joined an interfaith group that was part of a peace movement at the time, protesting, how much it helped me to be protesting from care, but not blame.
The way forward is inward. This is the most practical, to be still and to really question everything. Who am I? Are these thoughts real? Am I the thinker of these thoughts? Where do they come from? Who am I? Am I black? Am I a woman? Am I a man? Is this real? What a life lost that doesn't ask these questions.
This is a serious time, and we need serious people to keep showing up. And I need women who are brave enough to, of course, take breaks and, of course, wage joy. I mean, that's one of the most important things to me, is to just wage joy every day. But who are also brave enough to sit with their anger and sit with their heartbreak and do something about it. I mean, all of these wine groups, like when you're saying, we have to numb out. Well, no, we don't. Like, what if too many people numbed out during the Holocaust, right? Too many people when too many people numb out, when good people numb out, evil and greed can win, So, I don't know. I think the people who numb out are the ones who haven't been resting enough, So what I want is for everybody to make their list and to do the things that bring them rest and joy and peace every single day, so that they don't have to numb out.
You have been looking a lot toward, your legacy and what you've done. And speaking about that, you've also said that you are in the death phase now. Can you talk about how that sort of reflection has impacted your view now, and what is exciting for you in the days ahead and the years ahead?
Well, I don't know how many years are ahead, but I have said, and it's true, I mean, I am in the death zone. I'm 82, and the reality is I'm going to kick the bucket very soon. I mean, it's just the reality of life on Earth. But to me, this is the most important part of my life. Forget all the stuff that's gone on in my life in genetics and books and television. This is the most important time, because I no longer care about fame or money or power. Now, I know there are some elders who still run after that. They got problems. Someone's got to talk to them. Elders occupy this time when we're freed from that. We don't have to kiss anybody's ass or play games or pull our punches because we're looking for a job or a promotion or a raise. We are free to speak the truth from our hearts. And elders have something precious that no other group has. We've lived an entire life. We've screwed up. We've made mistakes. That's an important thing to know. We've had successes, failures. We've done all that. We've had a lifetime of experiences, and I believe every elder should sift through their lives for those nuggets of experience that are really important to pass on to the next generation.
And I want to be clear that I understand how very dark this moment is. There have been moments I have tasted ash in my mouth. The cascade of threats of deportation and detention, border walls and bans, profiling and pipelines, hate crimes that have been the highest they've been toward our community since 9/11. This is a dark time and a dangerous time for so many of us. It can feel like the tomb. Like I taste ash in my mouth. And at the same time, I think I've been seeing people politically awakened in the millions in ways that I've just never seen before. People rising up and marching and protesting and in the quiet ways in their own communities, in their own homes, their own lives, practicing a kind of revolutionary love. I feel like I've been seeing glimpses of an America that has still yet to be. And so this is why my question is this perennial question I've been asking myself every day. Is this the darkness of the tomb, or is this the darkness of the womb? I choose to believe that we are birthing a nation that has still yet to be born, and that labor is painful, but labor requires pain, and it requires love. And so people are reaching for love at this precise moment because of where we are.
It's a time of not just beating ourselves up and hating ourselves up, but we need more celebration of each other. We need more dancing. We need more ecstasy. We need, and this is the deepest thing I can possibly offer, we need to create a picture and a vision and a template feeling of where we are going, an imaginative outlook of where we are going, or we will never go anywhere. We can't resist this reality of darkness and hate will be this. But what we can do is create an alternative reality, a new meme, a new idea, a new paradigm, a new vision that is so attractive, so beautiful, so delicious, so inviting that everyone over here is going to be like, wait a minute, it looks better over there. I want to be over there. And this is the work we need to be doing now.